good enough, good enough. What's up, guys? This is part 2 of the dough bowl build. This is not specifically a dough bowl. This is going to function as a fruit bowl, but it is in the style of a dough bowl. And you may recall that I started this in another live video a few weeks back, and then I had to put some epoxy in the cracks, and I've left it. But now the epoxy is cured. There are places where I will need to put some more, but we won't worry about that just now. It was hard to put it in all the places all at once. I didn't want to waste any epoxy, but I did a little bit. But we have some places that it couldn't go into just because I couldn't set it so it stayed in the different cracks and stuff. So this is where we're at. We have this shape. It's just basically hollowed out and then filled in with resin in the cracks. So let's start on the next step now that it's cured. We're going to be using this tool here. You'll notice that this is a little clogged up. You'll notice that some of the things that I do may not be deemed as safe. Do not take that as advice. I don't know if that would be the right word. Don't do what I do if you know that it's unsafe. I'm not trying to promote any unsafe work. It's just this is the way that I work, and I hope to be of entertainment value, not of teaching value, if you will. So my workspace is a little squirrely here, but hopefully you guys can see. Now I'm hoping that we aren't buffering because we do got new internet, and we got internet in the shop now, and I'm hoping that it works. So maybe I'll wait just a second before starting and say hello to some of you. Well, hello to all of you, but you know what I mean. Hello, Suzanne, Melissa, and Carol, and Janet, and Renda. And hold on, let me put this on the live chat. I'm not going to be reading a lot of the comments because I'm going to be mostly in doing this. So don't worry about me ignoring you. It's not on purpose or anything. Disclaimers are always a good idea, right? So my tripod is broken. My old one. I now have you on this old tripod, not old tripod, but a tripod I've never really used. It's a little rickety. I don't know if you can tell, but yeah. Anyway, Nicola Johnson is here, all the way from Brazil. Hello. Oh, we can say anything. You can say anything. Okay. There we go. All right, so let's try to get on. I'm going to be listening to a podcast in the background, so you might see me fiddle with my headphones a bit. My headphones are also my hearing protection, just so you know. I'm listening to Joe Rogan and Post Malone, in case you're curious. All right. Let's continue on. There's newspaper and stuff in here. And that was just to hold it into place while I turned it and stuff, which I did off camera. And that was a fail. It didn't really work. So that's why this newspaper and stuff is in here. That was just meant to be as a barrier. And it kind of worked, but not really. So you'll see some of that come off. And then the tape, I couldn't get all the tape off the bottom side. But anyway, let's continue. I may have to put on a respirator as well. Yep, definitely smells like plastic. Hold on, let me grab a respirator real quick. So those of you who don't know, the resin is a plastic, basically a plastic material that comes out liquid and then it just cures as a solid. And it's food safe, and like it's non-toxic if you're not eating it. But just like your plastic dishes that you have at home, same idea. Okay. Let's do this. Lots of dust. Just trying to gauge how much space I have, because obviously it's not all uniform in here. So I'm trying to see if I can dig down, because there is some voids and stuff. But I do, I mean, you can't see, and really I can barely see, but I can see that I have some wiggle room. So let's keep going. Definitely need to put more in there.
the sawdust. I'm just going to turn on the air compressor. Okay. That's what I have now. I do have to fill, but I think I'm going to use some 5-minute stuff, and I think it should work. Let me grab the air compressor. Not much air in there just yet. Okay.
So let me kind of show you that. By the way, have we been buffering at all? Or have we been good? Let me know in the comments here. Hello, Jim. Hello, Amy. Hello, Freddie. Freddie, nice picture. Okay, so this is our bowl. Still doesn't look like much. You can see we got void here, void there, void in here, void in there, void here, void there, and probably a couple other places. Now, I can just put some 5-minute stuff in there. I think no buffering. Awesome, thank you. We're going to do some 5-minute epoxy. And that way we won't have to wait several weeks for the next step. Although we didn't really have to wait that long. That's just kind of what happened. So let me grab some 5-minute stuff and go from there. Okay. I need pigment, which is here. Guys, I don't know about where you're from, but here it feels like fall. It's cold. It's windy. The leaves are turning yellow for some reason. Like, what the heck? I barely got started. Okay, so take some of this. See if I can open this with a popsicle stick. Nope. This is black pigment from, this actually came from Mary Borgstrom's house. It's come in handy quite a bit. Oh, you guys are, you got some, hopefully that's a little more clear. All right. This came from Mary Borgstrom's house. So it's kind of cool that it's come in handy many times actually. I mostly just use the black, but sometimes I use the purple, and I have used the green. And of course I used more colors when I painted that picture of her, which I still have. I don't know what I'm going to do with it just yet. Okay. Okay, nice and black. So put this in the holes. We might have to do this a couple times. That's okay. Make sure you guys can see that. I can't see what you can see because my phone is turned the other way. I wish I had the know-how to do, like, I see some other people's setups where it's like multiple cameras and stuff, but I don't know how to do that. Okay. So this is a 5-minute epoxy, but we're gonna give it more than 5 minutes because it stays soft for a while. It's kind of a glue rather than a filler. So it stays pliable for a little bit longer. I use it all the time, so I know that it works good. It's just for this, we're going to be a little more aggressive. Well, we're going to sand it from here. We're not going to use the electric rasp for the next step. We're going to sand with a couple sanders, I think. I don't want it to sand out too perfect, because I want to keep that look. I just want to get rid of the fibrous parts. That's not obviously what we're going for. This stuff is a lot more viscous than the other stuff that we used in part 1. Also not nearly as expensive. Get some more in here. So I like to mix it and then add pigment and then mix it again because it does need a thorough mixing. A little bit more here. So we'll do the inside. We'll take a little break. Maybe I'll answer some questions if there's any questions, and then we'll do the outside, and then answer some more questions if there's any questions, or we'll just hang out for a bit, and then I'll do the inside again if need be, which I should be able to tell depending on how things are running, stuff like that. Hopefully that sounds good. We actually might use the rasp a little bit here, but we'll see. Just gotta shove this into these cracks. So these cracks are just natural checking. It happens kind of more quick when you take out a bunch of material all at once. And since this is cedar, well, this is old, like it's been kiln dried, so it shouldn't have a lot of moisture, but it picks up moisture from the atmosphere, from the environment, shall I say, very quickly. And since we've been raining a lot, I imagine it came from there, and then I hogged it out, and then we had checking. Although there was checking anyway, so I kind of forget where we were at. I do not smell any of the nice cedar smell this time around because the epoxy, it really overpowers the smell of the wood. Okay. I think we can leave it be here for a little while. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do these bigger holes on the end here. I'll have to do again. I'm almost certain, but we'll see. As this sets up, because it sets up pretty quick, it may hold if I just keep pushing it in there on both sides here. Gravity is not your friend when you're tall structures and when you're working with epoxy. Okay. I chose black because I think black looks the best most of the time. I don't know if you guys have ever seen like food bowls or food, not bowls, but like, like charcuterie boards and stuff with colored epoxy. I think it looks absolutely terrible. But, I mean, some people obviously like it because people are buying them. But black, I think, looks great. Seems to be neutral. And actually, white has looked good too. But occasionally, other colors will look good. I guess it depends on the species of wood you're using. I guess specifically what I don't like is the green that people use. Blue is okay. The green is really, really ugly, in my opinion. But people like it. And the green looks good in other applications, but I guess it depends on what you're going for too. Okay. We'll leave that be. I can feel it setting up. It's a lot stiffer. Okay. So, this is what we have. Try to do I don't know if you'd call it a close-up, but so you can see the old stuff, right? And you can see the scratch marks from the rasp. Close-up of this, it's just a bunch of pokies that gouge in. Yeah. Oh, Patricia George, your mom fell and broke bones. Dang, that sucks. Anyway, there we go. So we're going to leave this be for, I don't know, 10 minutes. We'll come back, flip it over, do the backside. Oh, I can see here. We're slipping out of the hole. I don't know if you can make out that on camera or not, but it's setting up so you can see. Well, maybe you can't see. I don't know how obvious that is. It's very stiff now. Okay. I don't know what to do while we're waiting. If anyone has any questions, let's answer some questions. Is this bowl food safe or is it just decoration? This is lightly food safe. It's not safe for food prep necessarily because it is cedar, but you can use it as like a fruit bowl, which is what it is. Its intended purposes. I could show you this picture that I'm working on that I started yesterday. Well, actually, technically, I started it a few days ago. I painted the background black, and then yesterday I added the space cloud thing. Here, let me turn this around so you can see better. I don't know what that's called. And then I started on the space suit. Yeah. Speaking of gravity. So, yeah, this is going to be part of my imagination series. Still got a little ways to go. But yeah, fun piece. More awesome new style. It's kind of my old style, really. It's before you even knew me. This is actually inspired by an old piece that I did. Is he holding a hot dog? He is holding a hot dog, which in my old piece, it's a canvas like this one here. So if you can imagine this 24 by 48. So there's like a spaceman right here somewhere. There's the Earth in the corner, bunch of stars, some of that space looking stuff in there, and then the spaceman is holding a hot dog. He's just floating in space. So this is kind of that. I'm gonna do a bunch of pieces like this. Um, I'm not filming this one just because I just don't feel like it. I was just, I was like, should I film this? And I was like, you know what? Filming is what makes everything take longer. So I'm not going to. Maybe I will film a smaller one. Like maybe I'll take that canvas I had an idea for, but I'm gonna scrap that idea and I'm gonna paint another space thing on there. I actually think that space paintings are boring. Like the people who do the speed spray painting, I think that is it's okay sometimes, but it's just kind of boring unless there's some things added to it, and that's just my taste. And it's more so boring for me to do rather than to look at. To look at, they're still pretty cool. It's just I just don't necessarily care for it. But they can be nice. But anyway, I'm going to do space paintings, but I'm gonna just put my little other extra imagination into it. I'm not gonna just spray a bunch of planets that don't exist. I mean, this doesn't exist either, but you know what I'm saying. I'm taking some liberties because he's not hooked up to any oxygen. He doesn't have his big life source backpack, I guess you would call it on, or a jetpack or anything. He's just floating around um, in space. So this will be a fun piece. Actually, you know what I can do right now while we're waiting? Why not? Why don't I do this? Let me go grab that tripod. We'll do this real quick. We got two pieces of art. We got two projects, let's say, in one live video here. Let's put you in here like this. Space paintings are cool, says Glenn. I thought he would say something more like space paintings are out of this world, but he didn't. I don't know why. It's disappointing, Glenn. You're losing your funness, your dad joke. Okay, let me do this. There we go. There we go. Something like that. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I have some pin striping tape. I don't know what it's actually called, but it's thin masking tape. Okay. I'm just going to mask off an area here around his mask. It doesn't have to be perfect because it's paint. I can adjust my expectations accordingly, but also I can just paint over any mistakes. So we'll see how this goes. So this is all stuff that I did last night. I went inside to let things dry and rest and go to sleep and stuff. And then today I was just going to continue on. And then I decided, you know what? Let's finish this bowl. So here we are, working on this painting anyway. Hey, you know what song that you guys might like I've been listening to lately? Of course, if you follow my Instagram, maybe you have been reading what I've been listening to lately. But there's a song called I Don't Know Shit About Cars. I forget who it's by, but it's awesome. Check it out. Okay, where? Why is this not sticky? I did this with my Terminator painting. It was so satisfying peeling it all off after. Where is more tape? I know I have a lot more, but maybe I used it all on said Terminator painting. I'm not sure. I don't know where it is. Elena may have moved it, which is fine. But I don't know where it is. I'm just looking around. Oh, here's a piece of tape that I saved to reuse. I use this on the Muhammad Ali painting, which has not been scanned yet. It's a big painting, so it's kind of not been a priority, I guess, for Miles. I told him to take his time on it because it is going to be a pain in the butt. But anyways, I use this to line up for the writing. You may have seen that on my Instagram. Okay. Okay, now, if I had paper, which I do, it would make this easier. God dang, man. I had tape here. Okay, I'm gonna go see if I have some tape outside. Give me 1 second, guys. All right. I found some. It looks like I need to go get some more, which is weird. You guys remember yellow paper? I feel like I have to cover the whole thing because of the way I'm gonna paint, but I'm not. I'm gonna have overspray and I don't want to have masking lines. I think that'll look terrible. This tape is old. It's not working that good. Yeah, because if I have a bunch of straight lines from the paper, that'll look terrible. Okay. I don't know. Okay, let's go see about this bull. Okay. Okay, so we got this bull here. Anyone who's just coming in, we just took a break from this because I put in this epoxy. Okay, this is pretty stiff. Not quite dry, but stiff. So now I can do the outside. There's only a few spots that I need to do, but I'm epoxying some holes. Let me mix this up. We're using 5-minute epoxy this time instead of the long stuff, the stuff that takes several days. It says that it only takes 12 hours, I think, but it actually took a few days. This stuff says it takes 5 minutes, but usually it takes a little bit longer. Like, it's definitely been more than 5 minutes, and it's still tacky. Of course, adding this pigment to it could be like a form of a retarder for it curing. We'll see. We will see how long it takes. Okay. Just filling the holes that I see here that I don't want to have in the piece, in the finished piece. Okay. Oh yeah, that's a big one. There's a couple holes, because remember there was some dry rot in this, which is why I started with the epoxy in the first place. Okay, so we'll let this dry. Now, of course, I may have to do the inside again, like I said earlier. We'll see. But at least we have another project that hopefully isn't boring for you guys to watch for in the meantime. Okay, I think I got it, all the main bits. I may have to do it again, but let's leave that there. How's the buffering situation? Are we still not buffering out here? There you can kind of get an idea. Matthew had his first YouTube live? Well, he never even told me. I mean, I don't know why he would, I guess. But anyway, he's having another one tonight at 8 p.m. 8 p.m. I don't know what is no buffering. Awesome. He lives on the East Coast, so whatever time that is. Okay. Do I chance this? I know I have some more paper somewhere. Hold on, give me 1 second. Let me try to find it. Ah, this. This will work. Okay. This covers up this whole part of the painting, which is good. That. And that. I'll hold it there. There we go. Put it on the wall. Okay, let's see what else I have. I just don't want my overspray to get in here because it'll create straight lines and it'll look bad. And I might have overspray. I might have it a lot. Let me get some more paper. This will work for some of it, I think. I'm almost out of tape, so. Okay. Just need one more piece. Okay. How about this? There we go. I don't know how you guys mask, but this is. I wish I had more of this butcher's paper stuff. I actually used to have a whole bunch of newsprint paper, but I don't know where it went. There, now you can't even tell what I'm painting. A black circle is going to become... Does anyone have a guess as to what color I'm going to paint this black circle? Does anyone have a guess? Oh, did Glenn, if Salvador Dali ate breakfast from Josh's bowl, would he fill it up with cereal? Ah, there we go. Gold, Janet, you are correct. Ding, ring a ding ding. Okay. All my guesses have me spaced out. Oh, there we go. Now you got the space puns coming in. I like Patricia's suggestion earlier about the earth reflect. I was thinking about doing that, and I may still do that, but I don't know how aware of it you may be, but space helmets, not all of them, I don't think. I don't even know. But they're gold. The visor is gold. The outer visor is gold to reflect the sun. They use a lot of gold, by the way, in the different space things. That's, of course, if you believe it's even a real thing. Should be Earth reflection. Yeah, because no matter where you are in space, you can see Earth. It should be. I guess it could be. MTV astronaut. Okay, so this is gold. It's got a metallic finish. I don't know. I'm hoping this is solvent based, which it probably is. It is solvent based. Okay, here we go. And now we'll be able to see how much overspray we have. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I know that goes up quite a bit underneath there, but still going to keep that closed a bit there. Okay. Get some gold in there. Yeah, see all that overspray? I don't know how well you can see that, but I wonder if I should have done a white base instead of a black base. Okay, we'll leave that now. Let's go back to the wood bowl. I don't know if you can see how goldy that is. Well, you can kind of see how it's reflective. It's not reflective, but yeah. Joshua, if you ever get large cardboard boxes, when broken down, they'll cover very large areas. That's what I put down under artwork. Under artwork? You mean I should use it for masking? You use it for under. I don't know what you mean by under artwork. But yeah, totally. I have tons of boxes. Okay, here we go. Let's get you situated in there. Okay, let's see. This has been 5 minutes for sure. Oh yeah, it's still tacky, but it's pretty good. Unfortunately, this came out a bit. So what we're going to do is we're going to do it one more time. Squeeze the rest of that out. Mix this up. Okay. Okay. Stick that into the hole there. For some reason, it doesn't like that hole. Okay. Let's see how this side is. This side is pretty good. Add just a little bit more. While it's still tacky, it would be better than when it's perfectly smooth and stuff, because then they'll have a hard time going on. Although it is a thermal reactive, whatever you call it, so maybe it would have worked anyway. Okay. Ooh, yeah, this is feeling way better on the inside. It's not tacky anymore, but it is now. Let me. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna have to leave this sit for a little bit longer, and then we can come back to it. But I think it's gonna work just fine. So we probably are going to use the rasp again. Which is okay. Henry's barking at someone. Maybe Armando's home. Okay, I think we're good. Let's leave this sit. Oh wait, there's that right there. Good thing I saw that. It's not a huge deal if we miss something, because I can always add more to it later. It's just in the interest of time, to get everything right away. If you know what I mean. You know what? I don't know if I'm going to use the rasp or what. You know, we'll decide when the time comes. Let me grab the other sander. Well, actually, we'll sand it over here, so I'll leave this here, actually. Every place, but maybe that's to be expected by now. Patricia's leaving. See you later, Patricia. Have a loony time, she says. Patricia, I believe, by the way, that I had in the last vlog. Thank you to everyone who's joined my Patreon. You can see some names up and some names over on this side as well. I mean, they're kind of covered up by all that junk, I guess you could call it. Anyway, let's turn on the light here. Oh, it's already dry. That's the beauty about solvent base. Dries very quick. Oh, you know what I should have done? I should have done a yellow base. That's what I should have done. I should have been, then it would be super shiny, I think. We'll do maybe 2 more coats there. Check out the little sketches that Chakota did on the wall here. He did them out of gold as well, gold marker. This wall has so much overspray and splatter and all that junk. It's a new internet thing. It's probably not great to have a plug there, but I've been told many times, people are like, put a cover on it. But there's no cover on it yet. But this wall is, I like the many different paintings that are on there. That painting up there, you guys remember when I got that? Zenobia brought it over because she someone gave it to her and she didn't know what to do with it. She wanted me to paint over it, and I was like, it's not a very good painting, but she didn't do it. She found it somewhere. It's not a very good paint. Well, it might have been a good painting if it wasn't done yet. It looks unfinished. Anyway, I didn't know what to do with it necessarily, but I didn't want to paint over it. But it looks like I am painting over it because there's splatter all over it, which is unintentional, but anyway. Yeah. So. Okay, we'll leave this. You should save the wall for the new shop. Oh, yeah. I doubt that'll be possible. I mean, I might be able to take... I could, I guess. I'm not going to, but I could. Maybe I'll save a piece of it. I'll save a piece. Good. Like maybe I'll save this right here. This thing that Dakota drew. Because it's funny. It's hilarious. Anyways, cut out squares of it and sell them. I mean, people have done that. I have bought this one over here that was in the one art gallery. Hold on, let me try to get close here. So you guys can kind of see there's me right here. There's Robert Bateman right there. There's Trevor Sickle right there. There's Goddard right there. Down here is that DeRubies? I think that's DeRubies. I don't know whose signature that is. That's a DeRubies signature. But I don't know. I'm like looking at it. It says Goddard a lot. So maybe Goddard drew those. Drew one of them and DeRubies drew the other one. The wine glasses. That's what I think happened. They don't like each other in real life. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say the reason. We got Vermeeren, which he just put his name and he spelt it wrong, which is hilarious. So then we have Napoleone with his Marcinivo character. He added the E in there because he spelled his own name wrong. And you can see he has a little paintbrush. Then we have, I don't know this guy. It's like Freelas or something. And then we have Goddard again. And over on this side we have Napoleone again. And then way at the top there, those little lines that are there, that's actually, because this was on the wall, this was on the doorway. So on this side of the picture right here was a door frame. And so they just cut this part of the door, like above the door off. Like, if you can imagine where this buffalo head is, they took that piece. So what was there was the top part of this drawing, which was a Gabe Leonard, who was a cowboy. So technically there's Gabe Leonard on there. Anyways, I bought this specifically because it had me on there, and this is the first gallery I was ever in that had these high-profile artists in, so that was cool. I did not have to buy it for the, how much did they want for it? Hold on, let me put this here. That bottle's in the way. What does it say? $3,950? I did not buy it for $3,950. I bought it for $1,000, which is expensive for a piece of drywall. But is important to me. I think that's the most I ever spent on a piece of art, and I literally only bought it because of my ego. But it was important for me. Josh, if you really want to paint something denser than a black hole, you can just draw a flat earther. That's funny. Cut out squares of it and sell them. Oh, that's what made me think of it. Okay. That's, I mean, hey, I could. Oh, technically there's two Batemans because there's 2014 and 2017. In 2014 he drew the beaver, and in 2017 he drew the eagle. If you can see that. Eagle and beaver. Let me turn you back around. We're still organizing the shop space here, the studio space here, so it's a little squishy in there. Yeah, unfortunately, when he was there, I just went in for a minute and then left. That was before, because I didn't really, I like his art, but I don't, like, I've never thought about buying one of his pieces. I think my brother Ken has one or two of his as prints. Nowadays, I would find a place for them, but at the time, right, I was a teenager, so I was just like, I don't really care. Um, Not because I was a teenager. It doesn't matter what age you are necessarily, but I was a kid and I didn't really care so much about that type of art. And so I never cared to meet him or anything, even though his shows are always dead because his clientele are usually older or dead. And so there's lots of time to talk to him, and I just never did. And like usually it's because I'm self-conscious about like I don't like telling other professional artists that I'm an artist because I don't know, it just makes me feel weird. Especially you know the saying don't meet your heroes because they'll disappoint you. He's not a hero of mine, but he is like someone who I respected in the art game, let's say. And so I was worried that he'd be like, your art is stupid because you're painting astronauts with hot dogs. You know, I thought he would think that was dumb. Well, anyone really, any artist that I spoke to. Now I don't give a shit. I don't care if they don't like it. I care, like I want them to like it, but if they don't, it's not a big deal. Anyway, anyway, that's a cool piece and worth it. Oh, thank you, Donnie. Okay, shall we check this? Right, that's what I just put on there. This is not ready. This is not ready. I think someone's here. Someone is here. Henry's barking at someone. It looks like he's barking at someone coming up the driveway, but I can't tell yet. Okay. Yeah, we gotta wait a little bit longer. Does anyone have any questions they'd like me to answer about I don't know, whatever, I guess. Well, taste is different for everyone. If one doesn't like it, there are 100 who do like it. That's true. That's true. Hold on, I'm just gonna see what he's bargaining at in case it's a delivery driver or something. What are you bargaining at? Okay, looks like it was nobody. I don't. Well, he's probably barking at someone, but I can't see who because they're not here. Did you get a chance to try that new shear of yours yet? No, I actually forgot that I bought that. That's still in the shop. But guys, check this out. Jim was here the other day, which is how he knows I bought a shear, and he gifted me two tongs that he made. Duck build, he called these. Totally looks like a duck. And he didn't tell me what these were called, but another kind of tong here. So thank you very much, Jim. He does what I often forget to do. He signed his. I don't know if you can see that. And you can see the 3 is backwards. That's funny. I have no idea what those are called. They're called tongs. What kind? They're called, I have no idea. Anyway, for holding stock, first you grab the stock out of the forge with your hand, place it into the tongs so that you don't burn yourself, and then you start hammering. That's basically how these work. And then when you're ready to put it back in the fire, take it out like this, And you stick it in the fire. Wait till it gets white hot again. Grab it back out. Put it in your tongs. And then you start hammering again on your anvil. And then if you want to have these kind, same thing. And one thing I like about these tongs, and maybe this comes from someone with experience versus someone with not, is there's how do you say, what's the word? I forget I forget how to say this exactly, but like when you grab something and then let go of it, it's still comfortable and you can still close it. Usually the handles are, or not usually, but oftentimes the handles are so freaking close together that they're useless. They're not useless, but it's much harder to use them. So yeah. And I rarely sign my work, but I have quite a few tongs made by other smiths, and it's nice to know who gave them to me and when. Ah, yes, that's good. Yeah. The backwards 3 was not intentional. Yeah, I figured it probably wasn't. I saw Jim's Instagram and thought he was hiding in your closet. Oh, he already posted that. I didn't see that post yet. Anyway, thank you, Jim, for these. If you guys don't follow Jim on his Instagram, it's Choke Cherry Forge. So, yeah. Also, that was so stupid that I said no one seemed to catch it or just knew that I was joking. You do not take anything out of the forge with your hands. You will burn the shit out of your hand. That's the point of the tongs. Tongs. If you could hold it with your hand, there would be no need for tongs. Although, actually, this probably helps it so you don't feel the vibration so hard. Maybe I should have said that. I could have kept it going for much longer. Okay, let's see how this is doing. If you're just coming in, we're working on this bowl right now. This bowl is our dough bowl shaped fruit bowl. And I just put in some epoxy to fill in some gappage that we uncovered a little bit earlier. We're not quite there. We're not quite there. We're almost there, but we're not quite there. I can throw this out though. Okay. It's a little tacky, but I think we can carry on. Let me put on this respirator again. I'll get rid of the chunky, or I guess chunky is the wrong word, but the blobby bits, and then I'll go for the flatter, I guess you would call it, with the sander. So blobby bits with the rasp again, and then the rest not. Josh, maybe check that tool again. Jim has been caught forging signatures. Ah! Okay. Let's do it. Let's do it.
unfortunately, I opened up another void. Okay. Okay. Try that. Okay.
Okay, so once again, we must wait. I'm sorry, it's not that exciting. Of course, this is what, so in the vlogs or the build videos, this is all the stuff you don't see. You don't see the stuff where I'm just like, I don't know what to do now. No, there's always something else to do, but I'll just stop filming, obviously. So that's kind of what we're doing now. Vicky, see you later, Vicky. Josh, if you get a chance, can you please explain the tiers or specifically the tier I'm in? Thanks, Josh. I can do that on Patreon, but I don't know what tier you're in. So tier 1 is the $3 tier. If you're talking about the new stuff, which I'm sure you are, that started this month, that's how I'm going to explain it. So tier 1 is the $3 tier. That tier gets you the Patreon community, and it gets you the whatchamacallit, gets you the after church, and it gets you the extra or leftover Christmas gifts, and of course the Christmas card. Everyone gets that. And yeah, this is way easier when I can read it. Which, by the way, guys, our computer broke again. It's the same problem. I don't know what it is. Kind of annoying. So if you're ordering from the for the sale, the print sale, we will get to you. Don't worry. It just takes longer without a computer. Doing it on the phone is such a pain in the butt. Sorry. I forget what else you get as a tier 1. After church, the community, whatever, lives, and leftover Christmas gifts. Yeah. Tier 2, which is the new tier, the $10 tier is the new tier. That gets all the same things, which is a little confusing. And then you also get the discount code for sales of any sort. So on my Teespring, which we won't have for very much longer, or the if you buy something from me, that's 10% off anything that you buy with you have to use the discount code, which I give to everyone in tier 2 and above. Yeah. Now tier 3, the $20 tier, which used to be the tier 2, the $20 tier gets you all that, plus it gets your name in the hat, which is like the mask, for example, was the last thing that we built. So the bill of the month is whatever it is, and if we don't do a bill of the month, then it's a print of your choice, a fingerprint of your choice, or we buffered. I think that's it. Tier 4, the $100 tier. Wait, yeah, the $100 tier. That one gets you everything plus a shout out at the end of the vlog. Gets you a bank of the month or a print of the month, which is the open edition prints. Since I only have so many prints, we stopped doing that. So you just bank it. If you don't want to print, you can just choose a print, or you can bank it, and you can spend that banking however you want. And it's banked value, not some other whatever. It's banked value, so $20 per month, and you can spend it however you want. Plus, you get the whole catalog of things. You still get the after church and all that other stuff too. But you get to see all the old Patreon stuff. You can scroll all the way back to the beginning, which I thought everyone could just do that. So I'm not sure why that's a thing, but it is. And then, yeah, they get the shout out at the video and the thanks for watching after the bonus clip. Name on the door. Yeah, and then the next tier, the 5th tier, which no one is ever going to do, gets you all that, plus a canvas print of your choice, valued up to $1,600, which that just happens to be my most expensive canvas print. A personal ad, shout out type thing, like you sponsor the video, and some other stuff. I can't remember. But if you go onto the Patreon, it should say what all the different things are in the different tiers, I think. I got to meet Ava when I was at Georgia. She's an absolute sweetheart. You never want a sweeter dog. She is very sweet. After church for the win. I'm glad you like it. That's something new-ish. I'm liking this Bull's Karen. Awesome. Remember, I just checked, and there is an updated breaker of the tiers on the Patreon site. Awesome. Donnie is leaving. See you later, Donnie. Okay. Any other questions while we wait for this? Actually, you know what? Let's go check out the painting. But if you do have a question, let's do it. Guitar Missy says, "Thank you. You're welcome." Here's some more tape. We don't really need it though anymore. I used to have like a bunch of rolls in there, but we must use them for something else. Okay, we'll do another coat. Oh, here's another gold. I want to use the shiniest gold. Where's the other gold I was just using? Where's the cap? Ah. Is it this? What's that? Oh wait, this is silver. Somehow it looks gold though. Yeah, that's definitely silver. Not as shiny. Okay, we'll wait for that to dry and go back gold. Hopefully I'm not mixing unmixable paints. We'll see. Any news on the humpback whale painting? I finished it. It's getting scanned with the Muhammad Ali painting, which they're just big paintings, so they're hard to scan. So I told him not to worry about doing it quickly. I said do it as quick as you can, but if they're in the way, like because he has other clients and stuff, then we'll wait a little bit. But yeah. Man, I shouldn't have painted that silver. Oh, from back here now I can see that it's silver. It's so shiny. It's like chrome. That the yellow wood kind of made it look gold, I think. Yeah. What day is it today? Is it Wednesday? It's Friday. Okay. Friday. Awesome. I think it will be available for the August. Yes, it will. You can order it now if you want. So that's why I put it in that vlog. So anything that showed up in the vlog will be available for the sale. And then, including this Spaceman will be available, I think. Hopefully I'm hoping to finish it today, maybe tonight, and then tomorrow, or Monday, I guess it would be. Tomorrow is Saturday. Dang, what's the day? I don't know. I'm mixed up here. Monday, I have a neurology appointment. So maybe I'll do it then. I'll do it after that. Yeah, I should be able to bring it on Monday, I think. And then hopefully it can get scanned soon. Friday, end of my working week, and now I have a week's holiday. Awesome, Scott. Cat. Any UK folk in the chat know of reasonably priced places to get 11 by 17 frames for Josh's prints? Any UK folks? You must be visiting the UK. Yeah, that's probably good to know. You know what would be awesome to know is all these places, depending on where you are, because then other people from the same area, I can just tell them where they could get. Like if you're talking about off the shelf, of course you can get custom framing done, which is usually always expensive, or you can get off the shelf frames too, which of course is less expensive because you can get like an off the shelf frame for like $30 or less, oftentimes less or more. Like here, if you go to Michael's, there's these 11 by 17 frames that that fit perfect, and they're like $40, but you can just get a coupon for 40% off, and they cost $25 or whatever the heck that is. I don't know how to math that, but yeah. We're in a bit of a limbo spot right now. We're just waiting for things to dry. Things to dry there, things to dry there. That stuff dries really quick. Man, why did I do silver? I just wanted to see what it would look like, which happens all the time. It's like, what's the harm? Oh, that's the harm. Okay. Should I just do a part 3? Because we're already an hour and a half in. Does anyone know how long I did the part 1 for? No, we can finish it. I just need to get a finish for it, which I will use probably an oil. We'll see. Hobbycraft. I think the other places I'd go are local to me. In Edinburgh. Is that how you say that? Edinburgh. Okay, let me spray the gold on here. Spray the gold. Wait. Oh, that is gold. Well, like something's the matter here. Oh, it has to be shipping a lot more. Edinburgh. What? There we go. Now let that dry. Part 1 was an hour and 25 minutes. Dang, thanks for checking, Renee. That's shorter than this. Okay. Let's try to hurry. How about that? Okay. Let's go a little bit more with the rasp here. Are you kidding me? I have to go again. Again. Dang. This time I'm babysitting it till the very end. Hello, Eleanor? What name is that? Elmir? Emir? Imir? This time, we're gonna be good. Fill in this hole. Why the epoxy? Does it fill the holes in the wood? Yes, we're filling the where the dry rot was. I won your spruce tree carving, and you kindly paid the ridiculous post to Ireland. I don't remember even what that is. Oh, the little tree, right. How much was the post? I don't even remember. When I go to the post office, I just assume it's going to be expensive. So I don't even know what the individual packages are. I tell them just so things go quick. I'm just like, I don't need to know the price. Just whatever is the fast. Well, it depends. For overseas, whatever is faster, oftentimes. Well, I guess if someone bought it versus won it. If they bought it, then I go the fastest because there's only two options, and if they want it, then I don't. It's whatever's the cheapest, I guess. But I have no idea how much that costs. Maybe expensive, maybe not. I know that like that dragonfly I sent out the other day was $116 to send out to somewhere in the U.S. I was like, what? And I only sent out 2 things that day, so that's how I knew it was so expensive. I was like, that's ridiculous. I need to give away less stuff. That's okay. Okay. There we go. There we go. So let that sort of set up, I guess. We'll try to use that as our final, hopefully. I don't know. I'm looking at it and it's looking pretty good. Let's go paint on the spaceman one more time, shall we? We'll just keep going back and forth here. Back and forth, back and forth. That long stick on the dragonfly is most likely what causes most of the... Yeah, because the package has to be so big. Yes. So I'm not going to do those anymore for shipping. There we go. Nicely coated. All right, shall I take off the masking? Yeah, dude. Heck yeah, I like that. Oh, this freaking hot dog. Yeah, I like this. I like this. I don't like that run so much, but actually I don't mind it either at the same time. Hmm. Dang, this is nice. Yeah, I like this. I like this painting. It's turning out good. It's turning out good. It's turning out fun. Now, there we go. There we go. Okay, that's cool. Oh, still have some tape down here. Some tape right here. Now I gotta think if I want to put a reflection in there at all. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. You think your son needs it for his room? That would be cool. Must be a fan of hot dogs. Okay, well, I'm going to put on his name tag. You know what? Why don't I just paint? His name tag is going to go here somewhere. So I don't know what the different shit does on a spacesuit, so I kind of just make up my own stuff based off of a few reference pictures. And some spacesuits, they look like everything's covered in fabric, and then other ones don't. Okay. There we go. I think it needs something. The mask. So the mustard, mustard Jim. Let me move this back. In the original painting where I had a astronaut holding a hot dog, in the stars, there was a ketchup and a mustard. So I'm going to do that. Somewhere floating out here is going to be a ketchup and a mustard. But, you know, maybe I'll do that right now. I have to use a brush for this. Is this red or orange? So, classic bottle of ketchup. We'll put that right over here. Heinz, of course. I don't like it there. It's too obvious. I want it to look more hidden. Of course, you guys are going to know where it is. I'm going to put it right in here. And yellow for French's mustard. Yellow is too yellow, I think, but we'll put the mustard over here. There, that's pretty good. Now I'll wait for those to dry and then I'll paint on the labels. He's on his lunch break. The geek in me wants to see those colored rectangles on the spacesuit, like the Empire uniforms. Yeah. I started this painting yesterday. I'm just working on it intermittently right now. A reflection of a food truck that sells hot dogs. If you look at my Get Buzzed painting, it's Buzz Aldrin holding a kokanee beer, and in his... No, is it his reflection? Yeah, his reflection, I think. Yeah, in his reflection, you can see there's a kokanee beer truck. Okay. So wait for this to dry. That's dry, that's dry. Then I can put on the labels. I can put on his name. And then I'll let it sit for a bit. Okay, let's go back to the bread bowl. Dough bowl. My daughter just moved from Vancouver 8 hours behind me to Brisbane in Oz, which is 9 hours ahead of me. A bit of a head wreck. So I'm guessing your astronaut is also a time traveler. Hey, it could be. Okay. 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 Okay, we're gonna leave that like that for now. We're gonna go over to the sanding area and we're going to sand. I'm gonna plug you guys in so you don't die on me, because this is taking longer than I thought it would. But that's all good. I'm gonna grab some whatchamacallit? Sandpaper. My boy. Plug you guys in. Okay, watch that I don't electrocute you guys. Hands off your keyboards. Does he get a Mars bar or Milky Way for dessert? Ah, I like that. Rosy Peach, hello. Okay. Okay, so let's and without my planer under here, it's a lot more space. Give that to Landon. Oh, why aren't you plugged in? Oh, you are plugged in. What? Then why aren't you working? Hold on. I had to do this before. What the heck? What the heck? Why is this not working? All right, not working. That's okay. Time to, let's see if this is working. Maybe the plug doesn't work. See if you guys are actually, yeah, you guys are charging. Weird. You hear humming? That's the compressor behind the wall. Okay. Let me get my respirator. So, I think what we're going to do is a part 3. I realized I needed to use this. I just wasn't taking it off enough. And then I've opened up new holes. So I'm going to fill these off camera, and then maybe in the next while, like tomorrow or something, I don't know when I'll have time, but I will do a part 3 because we're already at 2 hours and 15 minutes, which is ridiculous. So, yeah. You guys talking about drummers? Animal is the best? Anyways. Anyway, so I guess I will see you guys later. Sorry that we couldn't finish it, but hopefully you guys were at least a little entertained. I guess I will see you later. We're pixelating? Oh, that sucks. Well, I guess it doesn't matter now that we're leaving. See ya.